Hello, welcome back to my channel. I have a quick reveal to share with you. I did just film like a huge fail of a shoe haul. I think I'm gonna have that all together, but I still need to film the cutaways of the shoes, and I'm so not motivated to do that because like the shoes were not right for me at all. But I do want to film something fun and happy, so I'm going to share with you a new contemporary bag I got, and without much further ado, it is this one. It's from the brand Yuzefi, I think it's called, and it's super cute. I think it's called their Fortune Cookie bag. They had a lot of fun, quirky colors. I did get this on sale at Nordstrom. It's still available. Last time I checked, they only had one left. But it was a really good price, and for some reason the neutral color was the most reduced. So they had a like bright green, like that same kind of green you're seeing a lot in the runways with Fendi and whatnot. They had a pink, and I believe they had a blue. The green and the pink were the most expensive. Those were still in like the $400 range, and that's weird, I have to say. That's really, really unusual. In general, if bags and shoes and things are getting reduced, it's the neutrals that stay up there. In fact, there are some shoe brands like Sam Edelman, I know is pretty common, a bunch of other shoe brands, where their neutral colors, the blacks, the tans, the whites, the browns, all those things, those almost never get reduced. Sometimes they never ever get reduced. So I loved that this chalk shade was the lowest price. I was like, awesome. I mean, I was really tempted by the green, because if you're gonna get something like this funky, why not get it in a neon green or a pink or something? But I really like the idea of having a neutral colored bag. I don't always want a designer, heavily logoed bag. Sometimes I just want something really fun, really, you know, like personal, individual. I like the way it folds. I'll say that they're not entirely even, but that's okay. I think it just adds character. I think they say that they are handmade. And if you haven't seen this before, this opens with a magnet right there, and then you just pull it out like that. I have the dust bag shoved in there, but you don't really need to keep it stuffed. It holds its shape. It does have a fair amount of structure to the base, so like you can see, it's not going to be teeter-tottering, toppling all over, and it's pretty easy to close. I used this just a couple times. I took it out when running errands, and so Ben was saying I need a new segment called Will It Grocery Store? Because that's what I'm always talking about with my bags. Like, will it grocery store? That's the main place I'm going with my bags. And I can say that this will kind of grocery store. It's like, it's not the best, most practical bag for that kind of situation. Something, you know, where you like can only really carry it in the crook of your arm or in your hand, and like, you know, you're struggling at checkout, you gotta like go in here and all that stuff. Like, it's not too bad. It's a lot easier to use in other situations, like you're sitting casually out at dinner. But I did take this out when I had some things to return, and I went to the grocery store. I did all of that, and yeah, I was fine. I can fit my phone in here. I can fit my card holder. You might be able to get a Continental wallet in here. This isn't going to be a full review, but just more like a first impressions type thing. You might, but it will be better for a card holder. I know a lot of us carry smaller wallets anyway. I can certainly fit my French wallet. You can fit a small makeup bag in here, so it can hold quite a bit. This is a mini bag, certainly, but most importantly, you can easily fit a phone, your chapstick, keys, a good size wallet. And yeah, like one of those like trifold wallets anyway. I think this is adorable. It does have some adjustments on the side, but frankly, I have no interest in trying to get that out. That means I can't wear this as a shoulder bag, but I think even on the longest setting, I would only be adding 2 inches to this, and I don't think that would be enough, but it's super cute just in the crook of my arm. I have a couple cream colored bags. So I have this, obviously, my new card holder on chain from Gucci. If you haven't seen that reveal, I'll have that linked. I love that bag, it's so adorable. My Acide, the Valextra cream colored bag, different shade of white. Okay, I will have you know, they're very different. But this, yeah, this is like a true chalk. This is exactly like Coach's chalk bag. And I know that because one of my other cream colored bags, that's a small crossbody, I have the Coach Kit bag. I find this color incredibly versatile. This is similar in shape, obviously, to the Valextra in that it's this little top handle, very cute in the crook of your arm or handheld, but it's a very, very different vibe. The Valextra is so structured. I'll have a picture so you can see, but it's got very sharp corners, whereas this is all folded and rounded and quirky. I love that. And technically, it follows along with the whole body and bag geometry video. I'll have that linked as well if you haven't seen that, but it follows those rules as well, given that how it kind of reflects the shapes that are in my body shape anyway, with having these rounded edges. It kind of reminds me of the baguette, you know, given how it's this bag that is longer and with the little tiny shoulder, but it has that roundness to it and the quirky opening instead of the flap style. So it is just black inside. It feels like it's like a microfiber, a pretty nice microfiber. I'm sure it could easily get pretty dirty in there given that it's just black microfiber. And it might be a little bit hard to see if you do have this thing jam-packed because it's so dark in there. And obviously you only have light coming in from that one source, like rather than just being able to open it up wide from the top. But it wasn't annoying. I really like brightly colored SLGs anyway, and I never really take much out, so as long as you're not packing it too full or having a bunch of loose things rolling around in there, but it can hold sunglasses, a small wallet, and a phone very easily. Last thing, I want to circle back to price. So I said this was reduced and I paid, I think it was $277 plus tax. This was the most reduced out of all the colors. Part of me kind of wishes that that green was the most because I probably would have bought it, or the pink. I really like it. But about the price, I do want to say that I am happy with the price I paid. This is not, it's always so hard to kind of like get into the nitty gritty of like why I'm willing to pay this price or this, like and then trying to translate like what I see when looking at this bag and the quality. I know some people mention in their reviews how like you can sometimes see a little bit of glue poking up, and it's not like the most precise. It's not always like the most like clean, where like for example the Valextra bag, but it's not really fair to compare a bag that's like $3,000 to $300, though I think, what is this normally like full price, what is it, like $500-600? I'll have that written on the screen. But they're just totally different ballparks, whereas when you look at the Valextra, it is so precise and you can see everything is so carefully crafted. This one, it's a little bit rougher around the edges. It's hard to put it into words how, but it just is. It's one of those things where it's obvious when you're looking at it. So I want to say that I'm very happy with the price I paid. I don't think I would pay $600 for this bag. It doesn't feel to me like a $600 bag. I might feel differently if I knew more about how it was crafted, just more into just more details about that. But just looking at it, just feeling it, just from those first impressions, I personally do not think I would pay $600+ for this, but I'm very happy with getting it reduced. I think it's really fun and really quirky, so I hope that all makes sense. It's kind of hard to put those things into words, and I don't want to misrepresent how I feel, obviously, or how much I enjoy this bag and think it's really cute. So thank you so much for watching. Do you have any experience with this brand? If you have anything, has it held up really well? Are you happy with the purchase? I would really like to know. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye. See my adorable new bag. You know, I feel really bad because I've been complaining a lot in this whole video. Maybe I should just start over. You don't need to listen to me whine. Ew.